As the president piles on some of this criticism of Mr. Trump as he spoke from the White House today, take a look at the poll numbers with me. The polls are stacking up against the Republican nominee. The latest here, CNN ORC poll showing the Democratic National Convention propelled Clinton past Trump. Remember, Trump got the bump after Cleveland. Now she is 8 points over him. So let me bring in my guest, Saba Ahmed, who is founder of the Republican Muslim Coalition and a supporter of Donald Trump, and CNN political commentator Amanda Carpenter, used to be Senator Ted Cruz, communications director. So they're with me now. Amanda, how damaging would it be for, let's say, a John McCain, a Paul Ryan to totally withdraw an endorsement? Or because the president has now touched this, they would never do that?
You know what? I don't think it would be too damaging. Listen, we've watched a lot of Republican leaders tie themselves into pretzels going through this whole dance of, I endorse, but I don't support him saying this. I don't know how many times you can keep saying that before you eventually do have to walk away. I do think there's a way Republican leaders can play it. They can say, listen, we have choices. We don't like this election, but voters, I promise you, whether it's President Trump or President Clinton, I'm going to hold them accountable. That is the best way out of this, because we've been seeing this movie for the last year from Donald Trump. He's going to say something, and then you're going to be forced to defend it if you say you support him. And there's things that are just simply indefensible. They shouldn't put themselves through this. That should be the answer for the next 90 days.
Saba, do you think Mr. Trump would care if he lost endorsements?
No. I think he won the primaries and the Republican nomination without any of their endorsements. He would like to see the Republican Party united, but I don't think he's going to lose any sleep about losing any endorsements. But at the same time, we hope that going forward, Republicans will stand solidly with all servicemen of this country. We have thousands of Muslims serving in the armed forces, and we do respect all of them. And we hope Donald Trump will possibly meet with the Khan family and acknowledge their sacrifice.
Let me follow up on that with you, just on a personal level. When you saw the interview with George Stephanopoulos over the weekend, and Mr. Trump sort of questioning why Mrs. Khan wasn't speaking, pointing potentially to her religion, when quite simply she just lost her son and she was emotionally distraught, and the back and forth for days now, were you offended by that?
Well, I understand. I think he was just assuming that, Muslim women stay silent. But I think yesterday there was quite a bit of a campaign to show that Muslim women speak out quite a bit. I don't think it's fair to assume.
Isn't that a bad assumption in 2016, Saba?
Of course, right. And that's why we're trying to engage with the Republican Party, and especially with the Donald Trump campaign. I hope to see more Muslims involved, and we hope to see Muslims in his administration, especially Muslim men and women. I think we all need to change the mindset of Republicans when it comes to Islam and Muslims. We need diversity, we need religious diversity, and we hope to see him change his mind on all of us.
Amanda, what if, just back to the president, speaking, the optics of it all, he's in the East Room. This isn't at a rally. He doesn't have, let's say, Hillary Clinton next to him. He is at the White House in the East Room, standing next to a world leader, saying Donald Trump is unfit and calling out these Republican leaders who denounce his words almost every week, but don't, stop short of pulling back their endorsement. Don't you think, though, that this is firing up those who love Donald Trump and potentially even those who are trying to make up their minds?
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you're a Trump supporter, you're going to say, look, they're trying to divide and conquer us. This is a campaign against us. I don't know why President Obama is trying to play it this way if he really wants to bring people over to a Hillary Clinton. I think, it really pains me to say this, but Hillary Clinton has a lot of opportunity this election. If she decided she wanted to go to Republican voters and say, listen, I'm going to keep your taxes low and I'm going to keep us safe, and maybe I'll bring some Republicans you trust on foreign policy into this administration, she would have a big opportunity. I don't see her going there yet. Right now I just see these kind of things like, rhetorical graces that don't mean anything. But the question for me is, Donald Trump calls Hillary Clinton the devil. The devil's beating him by 8 points right now. But what's wrong with Hillary Clinton that she can't bring people over when faced with someone that Republicans are just so aghast watching every single day?
98 days to go, ladies.
Yes.
That's plenty of time for both of them. Amanda Carpenter and Saba Ahmed, thank you so much. I really appreciate both of your voices there. And coming up next.